Hello everyone. So we are still at the campsite. Of course, we both slept like absolute logs and failed completely at the whole get up at 10 thing. Although I don't think by the time we were in bed either of us really intended on it. Today isn't expected to be a very exciting day. I'm going to be doing some editing, and Carlos is, I don't know what he's going to be doing actually. He may be going through footage with me, he may find something else he wants to do, or he may just be relaxing. Who knows, it could be very productive, it could be the complete opposite. So yeah, we're going to get our coffees down us and start doing what we do.
Good morning everybody. If you can hear that, it's just the heater going, but not much I can do about it. It's a cold morning. We are at 8:24 AM. We're planning on leaving here at 9, so we're up earlier than we normally are. But Finn's just gone for a shower. I'm going to make some coffees and get on with the day really. You won't have seen anything but Finn's update in the morning yesterday, because nothing really happened. It was a quiet day. I chilled in here, did some research on where we were going, and Finn did some editing. So you'll see some more today though, because we're moving on today and we're going to start wild camping today. So yeah, should be cool. Plan is to go to a shop first, do some washing that we need, pick up any food that we're going to need for the week, and basically just get lost effectively, as best we can anyway. So yeah, we'll see you about. Yeah.
Hello. Carl's already introduced the day. That was a record pack up. I mean, that was good. That was... He's on his phone.
No, I'm doing a review for this place.
Oh!
It's brilliant.
Yeah, no, we found this place. Oh, okay. Is it going to allow this? Come on, macro lens, do your thing. One big fail.
Further away. No, well, if you're on Park tonight, you'll find that.
Yeah, so we found this place again on Park for Night, and we have to give it a good review. I mean, it's been brilliant. The staff were amazing. The facilities are pretty decent. The showers eventually get warmish, but to say that it was freezing this morning, it still got warm enough to be appreciated. So we are checking out. All the gates seem to be shut. There's one up this way, up the hill, up yonder. That is padlocked. But I've seen the one down here behind us and down the ramp, as I'm sure you'll see. She seems to just slide it open. I don't think it ever really locks. So we're hoping we can either just slide it or there's a button we can press and just let ourselves out. Never mind, someone's just opened the gate up there, so we're good. Literally just watched someone open it, so we have a clear route out. So we're going to head out to the shops and such, get our laundry done, and then we will be rolling into the wild. It'll be sweet. So Carl and I have just finished shopping. We've been at Lidl and Carrefour. We just got some bits and bobs really, stocking up for going, I say wild camping. It's as wild as we can get really. We found quite a remote little spot. Looks like it's not really a used road that it's on the end of. We're just not in places that are desolate enough really to actually go full on out the middle of anywhere. Plus we want a lake. We're hoping to be able to catch our dinner a few times by fishing. And what will probably make a few people at home laugh is Carl and I, we've decided we're going to do a shed. We're going to lose a bunch of weight.
Oh! I thought you meant a shed like a garden shed.
We're going to build a shed.
Yeah, I was like, what?
By losing weight and building it with our fat. No. We're going to basically cut out as many calories as we can. Hence the little calorie overdose down here. This is Carl's bag, mine's by my feet. We decided we'd get some pastries to treat ourselves as a final fatty moment before pretty much cutting it out. We just got some meats and stuff, and yeah, it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. If we find a place that's nice enough, we're going to try and go for walks with Roxy as well. Try and get fit, yo! So we're now going to head to our spot, I think. I don't know if Carl's given up his search for laundry places yet. I kind of have on my point, but then all clothes are washed, it's just bedding really. So yeah, we're either going to wash clothes first or we're just going to head straight over to the spots. So we'll see you there. Hey guys, really quick update. We've just been stopped at a random spot check, I guess. I'm not going to film any of the police because I don't know if they'll appreciate it. Roxy's back there stressing. But yeah, we're just waiting for Carl now. He's getting checked for alcohol, which of course is fine. So we should be underway fairly shortly. So we're now out of the checkpoint, we're underway. Everything was fine, of course. It wasn't like a body search or anything, they just had a rummage through the front of the van. Thank God they didn't want to go through the back, because then I've had to take Roxy out and...
Would have had to hide all the drugs.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. But then I found a few axes and a few more knives, but other than that, I don't think there's anything sketchy. I was a bit worried because by my footwell and by Carl's as well, we each have a knife. No particular reason, it's just easy access for if we're out and about. But they took no problem with it. They took it out of the sheath. They didn't give a really. I think they were looking for... Oh, sorry, Mum. Sorry.
What, you said sheath? That's all
yeah, I said sheath. Yeah, they didn't give a sheath.
The thing is that they're not aggressive knives. They're really obviously like camping knives. Well,
yeah. There are these. Carl's is obviously bright orange. There you go. And the one that I have in my door is Danny's, which is like a baby blue.
Yeah, so they don't look threatening.
Yeah. My personal one, which is in the back somewhere, is dark green, so maybe they'd have looked at it for like a second longer, but it's still the exact same design, they're the same brand. So yeah, little quick police checkpoint, they were really friendly. They mentioned that our front tyres are pretty...
That one's there though.
Oh, they didn't see
I don't think they saw.
No, I guess they didn't.
Which,
yeah, I guess they didn't see this one.
They mustn't have done, because I think they'd have taken issue with that.
Or at least questioned it. Yeah, we also have this one. we just have many weapons. I feel bad for the guy that tries to rob the van. So yeah, they were nice. They made some conversation. There was a couple that spoke all right English. One of them asked if Carl and I were boyfriends, which is quite funny. He said, you and the guy over there, are you boyfriends now? No.
What was that what he was laughing at?
Yeah. And then I mentioned we do have, I said there are 4 of us in total. So we split. Us 2 obviously came to Europe and the others have gone to Asia. But he didn't care. He very obviously didn't care. So yeah, we are now underway. We're heading to our little secluded spot. And yeah, it's all happy days. So earlier I saw a big plume of smoke. Thought maybe it was a fire, and then we saw... Oh wow. Okay, the camera won't focus on them. It's focusing on the windshield, there's too much crap on it.
That's about right.
But yeah, there's clearly a big ass fire going on somewhere. Well, you can see it there actually, yeah. Whoa. Goodness me. And I guess they're trying real hard to put it out. God, it must suck being that pilot.
Why?
Because it's a monster to fly a helicopter with a big weight underneath.
Never used to it,
Yeah. Yeesh. I guess now's a good time for the whole look out for wild animals on the road. Trying to get away from the fire. I wonder if we'll get any other views of it. I wonder what's happened.
What the road on that though?
Yeah, all the roads blocked off.
There'll be some village that's had a campfire and not dealt with it properly.
It could be. Wow. Okay, well I think that's pretty much that, but goodness me. Constant drama. I mean, the previous update you saw about the police was only like a few minutes ago.
Wow.
That was loud.
I wonder if the camera heard that.
No, I don't think it did. Oh, maybe. Anyway, rambling. There's the next section of excitement. We'll see what's next. We're here, kind of, very close. Close enough to see our home for a little while. It looks pretty beautiful. Close. We're just dropping through the last tiny bit of a town. We're gonna see where the road ends and what it's like, but we're hoping there's gonna be a little dirt road along the side of it, basically.
Not clay.
Yeah, not clay. We should hopefully be able to drive along that to really get away from everyone, like more than any sane person would want to go. So I guess we'll see very shortly.
Go down there.
But we're going to be going down here. We'll look at this little turn. It's a tight one. Local fans probably thinking, what the hell are these people doing? Yep, looks like it. I mean, really, at this point, we're basically just going where we want to try and find a spot. It doesn't really matter anymore. Yeah, we're going to take a look around. I'll whip the camera back out if there's any more outstanding views, but hopefully we find a decent spot here, because it's beautiful. I'd love to be able to stay here tonight. We are truly heading into the middle of nowhere. Look at this beautiful little bumpy road.
Oh, it's so well maintained.
Yeah, I know, with all the rocks and the ruts. At least it's not clay or slippy.
Yeah, that's true.
At least we will not lose traction on this road.
Watch us have an absolute stonker of a thunderstorm overnight.
Yeah.
And this all just turns into a landslide.
Yeah, pretty much. We're expecting it.
Oh, wow.
Goodness me.
It's like a cliff face.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I don't know if the camera's going to see that. We need to wash our windscreen real bad.
We don't have. We'll hit some silly places.
Ugh.
Sorry, silly fluffing places.
I didn't even hear that, maybe the camera didn't.
It will.
But yeah. This is crazy.
I'm legit just waiting for there to be a bunch of people just down here.
Yeah, it turns out
a lot of British people.
a lot of British people and all their dogs and all.
Lots of places to go for a poo.
There are lots of places to go for a poo. This is good. This'll do it. These bloody rocks. Oh, these rocks and that. Wow. Our home for the next few days, guys. It'll be good. So I'm gonna hop out. I'm gonna have a scout around, and hopefully when you next see us, we will have camp set up. So after consideration, we've decided we're going to move. It's nice here, and we would probably happily stay a night if we were just on the move, but we're planning on finding a place where we can just be for a few days with the supplies we've picked up. So we're going to move back to the recreational area where you're meant to park. Hopefully we get better signal there. We're going to look out for another spot. We may just go back to one of the places we've been at before when we had our special guest. There were some really nice reservoirs that we would happily visit again. So we're going to disappear, we're going to take a look and see what we find. So we've just entered the province of Luga, and we're driving through this beautiful valley, I guess. with water running through the middle. I'll show you clips in just a second. But what I want to show you here, if the camera will pick it up. Sorry for the wind. All that is several layers, several tiny layers of only a few feet each of what looks like vines of some sort, and they go all the way down the sides. It's ridiculous. I don't know what maniac walks up and down there to harvest them, but it's braver than me. Well, there's more of them here, look. You can see them all, just it's lunacy, absolute lunacy, but each to their own. I guess no one else is going to farm here, so probably doesn't have much competition, but it's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Let me give a good shot of that before we turn. So many of them, it's crazy, and the view here is just outstanding. So anyway, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to show you some of the little footage I was able to get from the angle we're at of this beautiful valley that we're in. I'm going to make this a really quick update because we're both on the side of the road. It's not safe to be on. The gearbox just gave up completely. We're both.
Other that or the drive shaft, I don't know.
Something just gave up and it's not good. So we're going to hop out now. I guess take a look and see if we can figure it out. But we are not in a good place to be stopped. So it may just be a case of trying to get recovered as fast as possible by someone. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out.
In Pigara, I guess.
Yeah. We'll see. Okay, so we've been under the van. And fortunately the gearbox is fine for what we can tell, thank goodness. Unfortunately the drive shaft, it's held up, but where it connects in the middle it's held up with a bracket. That bracket's broken, so as it's fallen down and hit the road, it's popped itself out and grinded a little. For what we can tell, we may not need to buy a new one. I have managed to get under the van and sort of wedge it in a little. It doesn't go all the way in because obviously it's meant to be a pretty tight fit. And we've used a ratchet strap where the bracket was to hold it off the ground. And we are crawling right now just to try and get off the motorway. There is a mechanic sign on the signpost. So we're really hoping that they're open for business, or at least there's somewhere we can park so we can wait for the morning. But bloody hell. I don't know if you can hear all this squeaking. The van, not the van, it squeaks, and we've been hearing that squeak for a bit today, haven't we? And we figured this must be what it was. It's the drive shaft braking, and we're now about to go downhill, which isn't good because the drive shaft is of course connected to the back wheels, which means even with the clutch put in and out of gear, the drive shaft will still want to move quicker downhill, so we have to crawl the whole way regardless. So that's the update. I am going to end the video before we get rear-ended by a truck and I die on cam. Bye. Hey guys, so Carl is currently on the phone to the international emergency line. We've tried every recovery service under the name of the planet in Spain and elsewhere to try and get cover, and they all say we need to take out insurance and that we also need to then be a resident. Each one has also recommended that we call 112, which is the international helpline, or emergency line, so we resorted to doing that. Apparently it's estimated to take, cost about 200-ish euros, probably more.
Which is cheaper than AA though.
It's cheaper than AA, who are quoting about 350, so yeah.
Pounds.
Yeah, and that's in pounds, so this is euros, it's going to be cheaper. because considering we're going to have to pay for a mechanic to also work on the van. So Carl's currently on the phone with an operator somewhere now, and they're currently trying to get in touch with the highway patrol, who I'm assuming will just come along and do the thing. So as to not confuse the poor operator on the other side, I'm going to end this here, and I'll let you know as soon as there's another update. Oh, and we've managed to limp our way off the highway. That's the main thing. We're on a smaller road now. It's a bit safer, but it's not ideal because there's nowhere for us to pull over. We are still in the road, and there's not much room for us to pull. If it was live set, I would show you where we are, but it's not, so I can't. So yeah, we'll see where we see what happens next. Hey guys, so we got a tow, and we are now outside a garage. Just waiting for tomorrow to get a new drive chain. This gentleman told us very kindly, and this gentleman is going to fix it. So muchos gracias. And yeah, we're going to sleep on the side in the van tonight, and then tomorrow we will go into the shop, and hopefully he'll be able to get us a new drive chain sometime tomorrow evening, he thinks, which is really cool. So far it's costing €200 for the tow, which isn't awful. It's cheaper than the AA we're offering, and then we'll have to see how much it's going to cost for the drive chain. He reckons only a few hundred, I believe, so it should be well within budget and won't set us back too bad. It made us trim off a month or two. So yeah, we're just translating over about the money now, just to be complicated. But it's very windy, so I'm going to stop. We'll see what happens. Okay, so to this point you've had bits and bobs of what's been going on. Before editing it together, I don't really know how clear it makes it look. So I'm going to give you a very quick rundown of what's happened to this point. Carl and I were driving away along down the highway.
No, start with the important bit. We've got milk.
No, I'll get there. Okay,
alright. We have milk though.
Yeah, we have milk, which is great, and you will understand why soon. About 60 miles an hour, probably thereabouts, maybe a bit less. And there was this, like there was no way we could have continued. It was so wrong. So we pulled over immediately on the hard shoulder, which wasn't much. It was very sketchy. And as you've seen, the drive shaft was just hanging low. It wasn't connected anymore.
Basically, because this is a rear-wheel drive vehicle, and because it's so long, you have a two-piece drive shaft. So you've got splines on one end with a UJ, and that go into a receptacle, a female part on the other side, which goes to the differential in the back. But because it's so long, you can't do a single drive shaft because the rotational forces involved in that would just be insane. Yeah. So you put a hanger over the front one to hold that one up, so that, because you don't weld them together either, because again, that makes them into one piece. And the hanger's either rusted or because we bottomed out the van in the clay or something. Whatever, it snapped. So that snapped and the drive shaft's just gone doosh. And because that's happened, the splines have just popped out because there's a UJ here on the front drive shaft. Once that's gone, it's literally just socketed itself out, and without one being able to get it on a hoist or having enough leverage, you've got to get that back in and then up, and we can't do that on the side of the road.
To translate that to people who don't understand a word of it, big piece of metal under the van, okay, connected, two pieces connected together, they are no longer connected and they were hanging.
Big metal go bang!
There's no snappage going on as such of the drive shaft, which is what connects the engine to the wheels, basically. So anyway, what we did is we used
a ratchet strap.
A ratchet strap. It was a ratchet.
No, it's not a ratchet. Like
we used something.
A tension strap.
A tension strap, whatever. It's a ratchet. And
there's a ratchet on it.
We lifted the front bar up enough so it could connect to the rear one, and it meant that we could limp at about 1 mile an hour off the highway onto a side road. We spent a horrific amount of time getting batted about by the AA, by race or race as they pronounce it. No,
it's RACC. That's how it's spelled.
Well, I spelled it out to you and it was RCE. I got told RACE.
Okay, RACC.
Well, yeah, whatever.
My wallet's broken.
Basically, it ended up taking the advice to just ring the emergency number. We were faffed about by them for a little bit. Not in a bad way, it was just an awkward situation because we're not...
Well, they were just saying, but surely you guys have roadside recovery, which we will be purchasing, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Because seemingly over here, when you have insurance on your vehicle, you get roadside recovery. That's just part of what it is. So when we said to them, we don't get that, that's just not included with us. And I mean, we've been away long enough now to not even have that valid, so we're going to have a look at some legit European breakdown.
Of course.
But yeah, they just assumed that we had breakdown, and we were like, no, we don't. That's why we're ringing you. We've tried everybody, and they've said we have to call you. And they were like, oh, well, give us 10 minutes, we'll find somebody.
And to be fair, by the time I'd made a brew and rolled a cigarette and started...
I didn't even get to drink any of it.
Yeah, to be fair...
I'm having one now.
We got a call, basically, to say, oh yeah, there's one on the way, and I was like, Carl's, you know, I've made the brews already, it's fine. He didn't even get to touch it, and the tow truck turned up. They were just up the street, well, they were here, incidentally, or hereabouts. To make it, to keep this section not too long...
No,
we got,
explain it all.
Explain it all?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
You people want to hear this.
They got the van... Villalba, that's where they came from.
Villalba is where we currently are.
That's where we are, and that's where they came from.
Cotton Eye Joe.
They came from there, they picked up the van, and Carl and I squeezed into the front, where Carl was very uncomfortable, because not only was the van bouncing around behind us, that guy clearly knew how to safely to speak, to drive that...
80 kilometres an hour we reached.
Yeah, with the van on the back, but to be fair, that truck held its worth. That was solid.
Yeah, it was obviously designed for it, because it just is, but Jesus...
nearly.
Yeah, I know. Nearly. Yeah, I was not happy in the front seat.
And Carl's not a good passenger on the best of days. We got here, he drove... I'm saying that you get car sick very easily.
You're not just saying I'm a nuisance.
That too. No. So we got brought to this garage where I'm still not 100% sure on the relationship. I think these guys from doing recovery just know this mechanic.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they don't work for him.
So they dropped us here, and this is where it really started to get interesting. This guy basically...
I like how now this is the interesting
Yeah, this is the interesting bit. Everything until now is just a standard breakdown and recovery. Pardon?
Better not be taking my seat.
Mum, tell, I thought you were about to make brews.
No.
Okay, you can ruining this vlog section.
You threw my coffee away, you can make it.
Maybe. So, this guy's like,
and cut.
Come with me, and we'll take you, we'll go into the town, because I have a friend who speaks English. I was like, but we have a phone to translate. Anyway, he wasn't having any of it. Fair play, because it was difficult to translate that across in the first place. There was only one lad of the 3 people that were there, not including us, who spoke broken English, which we're very grateful for.
Both of the tow truck drivers spoke, I'm not going to say good, but spoke better English than we speak Spanish.
Yeah, we're not insulting them by any standards.
Oh Christ,
no. But anyway, so we agreed that Carl will stay here with the van while they get it onto the road, so we can sleep here on the roadside until the morning, and I will get in this little car with the mechanic owner. So we sped like lunatics over to the town, which only takes 2 minutes to get there. We spoke to his mate, who I think was English. He owns a bar there anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, when he spoke to me in English, it was very much an English accent, but I didn't want to waste time by saying, by the way, you're English. So I'm going to assume he's English.
We'll go tomorrow.
Yeah.
This doesn't cost too much.
So he was basically like, do you want a brand new drive shaft or a used one? And I said, well, which is cheaper? Because I'm guessing we're going to want to get a used one if you can find one. So, anyway, the guy said he opens up tomorrow at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
He's going to make a call straight away and try and find us a used drive shaft for this van. And what he'll do is he's hoping to have it at the mechanics. He's hoping to have it here by 8 PM tomorrow.
Well, he said it's not an issue. He will get us one. He will try and get us.
Oh, he made it very clear to me. Yeah, he said it's not an issue. We will get one, and we're hoping it's going to be tomorrow evening, which is great. And then we got back and we started talking about money, which is where I did the little vlog update that you saw just before this. So what was agreed was Carl is going to give the guys for the tow truck €180 of the €200 we owe them for the tow. Meanwhile, I'm going to get back in this little Spanish man's car, drive back into town for an ATM to pull out the extra 20 and then some, so we've still got more money to hand. Which is all pretty normal. I went there, I took the money out, and on the way back he just pulled in randomly at the side behind this van. I was like, what? And he said, come on, follow me. And he got
Get
out
lost.
straight away. I didn't even get a chance to like try and translate where are we going. So I just followed him like an idiot. And we went into this bar. And I was like, oh. I translated just to make sure. And he was asking, would you like a beer? And I was in the middle of translating on Google. No, I should get back to my friend at the van with the money. And the waitress, bless her, she'd already brought his drink over and opened the bottle. So it was a bit late for him. Fortunately, he could drink like nothing else I've ever seen, even faster than Carl. So he pretty much necked this beer in under a minute, and we were back in the car driving back. We paid him his money. He's let us go to his toilet, and we're now in the van on the roadside.
Oh no, we've not paid him anything, yeah.
What? I didn't think we paid him. We paid the lads.
Oh, you just said we paid him his money.
Oh no, sorry, my bad. Tired.
Yeah,
I was referring to the lads.
tow
I offered to give him the 20 that I'm due to be giving him, so he can pass that on to the tow truck. But he said, no, tomorrow. He didn't say in English, but he said tomorrow. Mañana. So, yeah, we're here now. We're going to get some tea on, we're going to have a brew, have some scram, and wake up bright and early. I don't know really, we're going to wake up at some point tomorrow. So I think for tonight... Yeah, so that's us done for today in terms of vlogging. So adios amigos, and we will see you tomorrow. Wait, my name.